I'm not going to lie, this game was kind of everything I hoped it would be. Jets had some really good entertaining play. Hell, they had a 2-0 lead at the end of the first period. Second period was a lot of good back and forth hockey. Eric Comrie made some good saves. It was a damn good, entertaining game. And at the end of the day, they lost, which is great because we're mathematically eliminated, so I will take this for every game left in the season. Have an entertaining game. I don't care if you win or lose. I prefer if you actually lose in reality because then better draft picks because that's all I care about at this point. And yeah, the Jets lost 35-31 on the season with 35-31-11 on the season now. Think we can get to below 500. I think it can happen, but we're going to have to see. And I can't believe I'm talking like this, but at this point, when you're mathematically out, tanking is your only hope for the rest of your season. And even then, you're hoping for a winning lottery pick. And right at the end of the day, the Jets are probably going to be picking mid-round, probably somewhere, I'd say anywhere between 10 and 14. I think, I don't know. I can't really tell you based on the standings off the top of my head how it works. I'd have to pull it up. I could do that, but I'm not going to waste my time because either way, the Jets are a middle-of-the-pack lottery team. Actually, near the end of the lottery, even to be more specific. But nonetheless, they lost game 77, I believe 77-78. I don't know how many games it's been. It's been a long ride, a lot of ups and downs, mostly downs. And we're at this point now where I'm talking about the Jets and celebrating a loss because at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter and it was entertaining. And that's all I can ask for at this point. The Connor goal, beauty goal. I wish that man could stop scoring one goal a game so he could maybe hit 50. It's probably not going to happen, but he gets his 44th on the season from Dubois. Dubois has a 2-point night because he gets his 27th goal of the season on an absolute snipe. Beautiful shot and beautiful goal. DeMello gets his 12th assist of the season on that goal. And after that, there's no more Jets off offense coming this season, the rest of this game, excuse me. There's some actually good play, I should say. I should rephrase that. There's no more goals. There's still good offensive play, some good possessions, but at the end of the day, a couple extra passes too much here and there, just losing the puck battles, not enough urgency at times, and also just playing against an actual team in Carolina, a good team, a cup contending team. Short-handed goal, power play goal, goes to Teuvo Teravainen in the second period. That's his 20th, coming from Aho, his 42nd assist of the season, and Tony DeAngelo, who's got 39 assists on the year. And let me all remind you how much of they got ripped for that when that signing went down, but he's had a great bounce back year. Tony DeAngelo may not be the best person off the ice or even in the locker room at times, but when you put up 48 points in 59 games, I don't think anyone is really going to be complaining with that type of production. So Tony DeAngelo, interesting case. He had a pretty damn good game tonight, and I really liked Carolina tonight. It was a fun game. They played pretty good damn hockey, and at this point, I'm not really going to be getting much entertaining hockey from the Jets any longer in this year. So might as well start trying to find other teams in the East and West to pick and watch a little bit as the playoffs start, because it's weird right now. This is the first time we haven't made the playoffs, even though I know it's been coming, and it just sucks now. Now that you're officially eliminated. Like, we've known we've been officially eliminated for probably months, really, for me especially, but at the end of the day, at least there was, some, hey, I can watch this game, maybe they'll win, maybe they'll have some fight, whatever it might be, I don't know. It just now feels like the Jets really could just completely roll over. Like, all season, they've been slowly rolling more and more over to the point where there's nothing but a dead corpse floating down a river, but, hey, if as long as they lose like tonight, I'm okay with that. That's all I want. Lose every game for all I care, but play entertaining hockey, because Eric Comrie was great tonight. The forwards were good. My only real complaint, I have to say, comes down to the fact that the fourth line on the Winnipeg Jets is an absolute joke and an embarrassment. Ladies and gentlemen, these are total minutes for the entire game. 60 minutes of hockey that is played. Evgeny Svechnikov played 3 minutes and 59 seconds. Jansen Harkins played 4 minutes and 31 seconds. What the hell's wrong with that picture? And if you don't think anything is wrong with that picture, check yourself into the hospital, because you're probably having a brain aneurysm, because god damn it, that is pathetic. I don't like Jansen Harkins that much. I think he's a good energy guy, but I don't see him really growing into a bigger role in the NHL than what he currently is. But 4 minutes and 31 seconds, hell, even being played more than Svechnikov. How? And then I see people, at the start of the game, they were saying, blah, 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 6 minutes combined or whatever. It doesn't matter because there's a lot of power plays being called, a lot of penalty kills, blah, blah, blah. They don't play on that. Let me remind you that Jansen Harkins was a beast in the AHL killing penalties, and he's been never given a real opportunity to do so. But nonetheless, let's play young players, especially a young guy like fucking Evgeny Svechnikov in a game where his brother's playing, and he actually looked damn good when he actually touched the puck for those 3 minutes and 59 seconds, but let's play him 3:59. I had to get that little bit of a rant out there. I know we lost, and you probably think, why is he yelling about this? But, like, come on. I said this in the last video, and I'll say it for every other rest of these videos. At least Sandberg played tonight, and I liked him. I thought he was good. Much better than Stanley, but come on. You're going to play young guys like that under 5 fucking minutes, pardon my language, but come on, seriously? Like, seriously. And not to mention, pregame, talking about how he's not going to be, the team's staying the way it is, no Moose guys are coming up. And at the end of the day, the Moose are gearing up for a playoff run. I don't care what you think about player development, because I love seeing these prospects playing the NHL, and I do think it's good for the development. But 1 game in the NHL, maybe 2, with this shit coaching staff and a horrible system and structure and everything else that's wrong with this team, compared to actually being on a good team that actually has a chance on maybe going a little bit in the playoffs, send all of our young guys down there. I don't even care anymore. I don't. I'd actually prefer it. I would love to see even Svechnikov down on the Moose. I don't think he can actually play on the Moose because of who his contract is, but hell, I'd love it. Send everyone down and play all the bums that you want. Call up any other guy on the Moose that is a 4th-line guy, or hell, don't even call up anyone. Just keep everything the way it is, but send down the guys that you're not playing. Hell, even send down Stanley, and I don't think you can, but nonetheless, and like, you get the picture I'm painting. At this point, who cares? And you're gonna sit there and say young guys don't want to play. We like the team the way it is. This team that you like so much, Dave Lowry, that you picked up coaching when they still had a chance to make the playoffs, even though it was not likely, but still had a chance. They're terrible, 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 terrible. They're not a team. It's just a bunch of guys that you pick basically, and this team feels like what happens if you pick in the middle of a draft. And I'm talking about a draft for your fantasy team. You have a bunch of good players on there, but you're never the top of the league. You're never the bottom because you still have some good players, but you don't have enough of the top tier stuff with the picks that you made to really, really move yourself into having the chance to win. That's what the Jets are like this year. They've got a lot of good players on paper. And even then, when you look at these players on paper, they're having amazing career years. Nonetheless, as a team, they never work. Never works and never has enough power to really put you somewhere and make a run. That's was the Jets this whole season, as we'll see for the rest of the season. And I forgot to say, continuing to wear the black jersey for the rest of these because the Jets are dead. And what do you do when someone dies? You wear black to a funeral. Ladies and gentlemen, these recap reactions for the rest of the season, and let's be real, for all of the season, have been a funeral. It has been me ranting about how the Jets sucked, ending it off just to come back and do it again. Fun game, terrible season, lose every game left, please. And yeah, because nothing's going to make me feel better about the Jets, and nothing should make you feel better about the Jets. Hell, even if the Jets won today, like, doesn't change anything wrong with this team. We've made the playoffs for what? 4 years in a row? I want to say 5, but I think it's 4. We made it to the Western Conference Final. Then we made it to the first round and lost. Lost in the COVID to Calgary the next year. And then 4 years in a row, I believe is what it is. 4 years in a row, we've made the playoffs. Even though there's been 2 first-round exits, hell, even not a first-round exit technically when you look at the COVID year, and a sweep, and then another sweep, a Western Conference Final appearance, hell, it's been fun. It has. That St. Louis series was not fun, but we're not going to talk about that. So at the end of the day, we had a little bit of fun. This team had some moments. One real year, but what can I say? We've known this has been coming for a while. They're out of the playoffs. Probably would have been out of the playoffs last year if COVID wasn't around. And yeah, a long off season ahead. Let me know what your thoughts were on this game down in the comment section below. As always, make sure to subscribe regardless of the teams you root for, as we'll be covering a lot more teams since the Jets are out of the playoffs, and I've got to pick something to do with the next 2 months of my time, or however long the playoffs are. I don't remember. Give me a break. But nonetheless, have a great rest of your night. Follow all the links down in the description, Twitter and all that. I'm very active on Twitter, so if you ever want to get in touch with me, that's the place to do so. Have a great rest of your night. Peace, love, and positivity as always. Go Jets, go, even though they're going to dig me an early grave. And bye-bye.